55 to, 50 plus students sitting here. So thanks. And 50 of you are ambassadors for this meeting because you will carry all the tales that we are talking here to the rest of your batchmates. The idea is to tell you that NIFT has announced placements from July 5th, which runs through for about 3 weeks at least, till July 27th. And it's equally a tough time like what we had last year, but this time we are doing it hybrid. Last year we had to defer placements and then re-announce it for only on the online mode from August. But this time we are starting it with all determination on July 5th. And it's happening in 12 campuses this time. Normally we used to do it in 7 campuses, but we made it 12, making it easy for the industry if they want to physically come, and also easy for the students so that they can go to the nearby campuses, like how you do normally for cluster and other stuff. So I mean, my wholehearted welcome to our 3 expert panelists, Dr. Suruchi, Mr. Amritansh, and Mr. Suket. So it's for all the graduates, the only thing I would try to tell you is that there are only 2 things which is required to hone our skills. Number 1, which already you've been doing at NIFT. The second thing is the positivity that we should carry. You know, amidst all these things that are happening around us, still we are very, very happy to survive, you know, to live a life, eat thrice a day, and still perform better to embark on a professional journey. So there are people who sit in the office like Amritansh, working in a factory and continue to work for a factory. There are designers like Suket who still keep designing for the current requirements as well as the future requirements, where things are really transforming and there is a huge change which is expected. And a person who's working on sustainability and also leadership skills and communication skills like Dr. Suruchi to help us hone our skills and move forward and better look at things with a different perspective. So the floor is open for all 3 of them. We all would love to hear from them, and then I will sum up at last and take questions from the students. Okay, I've come well prepared to be embarrassed with all the questions, so you don't feel shy to embarrass me. Okay? Yeah, there we go. So who's taking the lead from, out of the 3 of you? Who's going to speak? Speak first.
Whomsoever you want to speak, Raghuram, we can.
Hey, anybody. You started speaking, so please go ahead.
Okay, so thank you for giving me the stage, and I come first in that format. So good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon, all the students, and a very, very interesting way how the industry is moving ahead and industry is taking a leap from where it is. And of course, we've heard a lot of statements, a lot of pedagogies, wherever you have been talking about or learning about this industry, and people have been trying to say that, change is the only constant, and this is what is happening to this industry across, frankly, not just in India, but also across the globe, across the, departments also within. So we have internal environment change and external environment change, and everything is changing in this industry for sure. First and foremost, I would just like to tell you that, from I moved, as Raghuram has just said, that I was his colleague. From academics, I've moved on as a consultant to various countries. Now I work with countries like Ethiopia, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and China. I used to work. Right now, I'm definitely working with UK8 GIZ as a consultant, and I work with Ethiopia and some 30 factories we are working with right now in a project and online. And as Raghu sir has just said that, you have to be positive while the factories are open. Mr. Kishore is definitely in the factory, and Suket is definitely designing whatever they have to, and they are continuing with their work. So that positivity, that resilience is definitely required in these circumstances. So I would like to talk about that, how and what is it that I am trying to do in various factories, and what is it that we are looking forward to. So frankly, while when you move to the industry, while when you graduate from a college, while when you think you are a designer, the thought process, the methodology, the thinking is totally different, and you feel, yes, we won the world. and the college is over. Now no more assignments, no more things, no more, you know, danda from the professors. We are just going to have fun, and we are just going to. So I must tell you, the hardships of life start now. So, you know, and these hardships are not really, I'm not scaring you, I'm not trying to put a scare in front of you, but I'm just trying to say that you have to put the best foot forward. And what is it that we see, what is it that we look, why do we hire people, what is the kind of right skill that you need, what is it that the industry looks forward to you in a student. So if you have all similar kind of resumes, all similar kind of portfolios, all similar type of, you know, conversation that all of you do, because when we stay in a herd, you know, we start talking like each one, we start, you know, enacting each one's personality, etc. So how does a person select you? Why do we select you, and who's the different one? And why do we take that different one? And what is it that we, so I must tell you, the industry definitely has become more reserved in terms of hiring, but not reserved in hiring the right person. You know, the industry definitely needs, you know, good attitude person, people who have good skills, not just their own technological or critical skills, but also their softer skills, the attitude that they carry, the behavioral aspects that you carry. So I want to tell you one small little aspect from my own journey. In 2010, I started doing my PhD and understanding that how human resource practices would impact the export houses of Delhi NCR. And I must tell you that, you know, the kind of answers I used to get, that kya zarurat hai HR practices ki, when you have so many people, there is no need, aapko training karane ki zarurat nahi hai, aap ek achhi technology kharid ke laएं और आप उस technology से जितना काम कर सकें आप करें, and then, you know, things are over for you. You don't need good practices. And even if one person leaves, we will hire some other, because we actually have problem of numbers in our country for sure. But I must tell you, within 2010 and 2021, the time has really changed, and it has taken over a complete changed scenario here, wherein now people look forward to the best of softer skills. People don't even wish to work for factories who are not professional. Countries like Bangladesh are investing a lot of time and money into training their operators. I read it yesterday only on LinkedIn, and there was this, you know, a very, very huge factory in Bangladesh. The CEO writes, it is the best time to train your operators. Talk about bench recruiting, talk about training your operators, talk about integrating the softer and the harder skills into people. And this is the right time, what I'm saying, that it is the time for right person at the right job. I think I will keep on adding, keep on continuing. I think it can be a good discussion between the three of us, whosoever. Sukit, would you like to take next? And then we can all, you know, integrate in that format.
Hi.
Hello.
In a segue, Dr. Saab, how are you?
Good, Sukit. How are you?
Fantastic. So, मेरे को ना, from what you have said, I just sort of thought that it will be really, really nice for me to actually just sort of tell the students and everybody else that, you know, there's this whole movement which is happening in amongst the youngsters, where I think in the name of empathy and compassion, somewhere I think the whole work ethic and culture is getting lost.
Yeah.
People end up sort of focusing on everything except working hard. People start thinking about, oh, he made me work extra 1 hour, he made me work extra 10 hours. And there's no talk of pay and this and that. And they finish their college and they think that, you know, they're now cat's whiskers. So college, of course, our college is the best. And we are getting trained by a few of the most amazing faculties. And yes, of course, we are better than I'd say people who are laymen से हम better होते हैं, because again we are professionally trained. But when we are going into the industry, we should know that we are literally starting off and everybody knows more than you. And if you believe anything otherwise, then you're starting on a very arrogant note.
Yeah.
And when you're starting on that note, there's a very hard lesson for you to learn, which most of us learn within our first year. And some of us are fortunate enough to learn that in a small time. And some of us are unfortunate. We don't even learn that for the rest of our lives. So how do we sort of end up, how do we ensure that we are always learning, and how we are able to sort of, this one sentence we always need to remember, I don't know. This is the toughest thing to say, especially when you're going from a place of, and when you're insecure in your mind and you're thinking, oh my God, what if I say I don't know? And then there'll be 10 other people who'll take my job or who'll make points, even though I've done all the hard work, but somebody else will take the credit. We're thinking of all the wrong things. These are, when you think of your life as when you think of your life in terms of, say, maybe you'll be doing many, many jobs, you'll be playing many, many roles. One of those roles might be becoming a parent. One of those roles might be becoming a grandparent. And in the larger scheme of things, one of those roles might be becoming a CEO. One of those roles might be being an entrepreneur. And while getting there, there'll be many, many failures. And those failures will make you stronger. And somehow when we grow up in this society, in India specifically, there's a stigma attached to failure. What if we fail? अरे वो खुदकुशी करना पड़ेगा. I mean, that people go to that extent. That's the amount of stigma that is involved with failure. So please embrace your failures, because failures are the biggest teachers. After our guru who teaches us the most is our failure, which is basically ourselves. We're learning from our own mistakes. We need to ensure that we give ourselves a chance to be human, that it is okay to make mistakes. Humans make mistakes. And your mistakes are going to stay with you for the rest of your lives in terms of as reminders, as experiences. Not because everyone is going to we live in a world where you made mistakes 20 years back, but kind of again, people like to cancel you for something that you did 20 years back. But that's a problem with the world. That's not a problem with you. That's something that will change with time, hopefully. But the most important thing that you all must know is these things. When somebody hires you, when somebody is paying you a salary, yes, of course, it's a salary, it's a transaction. That is the way that we that's the world we live in. But when you're going there, please remember you're going in there to learn and to do your work, obviously. But when you do your work, why do you work? We work because we're making something. Either we are product oriented or we are giving a service. Why do we work? Is it just for salary, or do we want to get better at what we do? I think it's the latter. We want to get to somewhere, and we want to learn more, and we want to again, not do things that we don't want to do and continue doing things that we love doing. So why do we work? Ask yourself that. We work because we want to get better in life. We want to get ahead in life. We want to make more money, and making more money is not greedy. It's the source to Lakshmi. It's the source to Sri. There are 10 kinds of Lakshmis. 8 different kinds of Lakshmis. So you need to actually realize that money is good. You can only give what you have. If you have money, you'll be able to give money. You'll be able to distribute money. If you're employed and you're in a good position, you have security, you'll be able to give security. If you have happiness, you'll be able to give happiness. But if you have angst and if you have misery, the only thing you'll be able to share with the world is that. Please remember that. I'm seeing all of that, and I think that is the most important thing you have to take from this talk that we are having. Or at least that is what I can actually tell you. You're going into this world, you're the fresh blood. Every company needs fresh blood. But that fresh blood is useless if it is coming from a place of angst and anger and unhappiness and just misery. You need to find within yourself what makes you happy, what ticks you. How can you be an influence and inspiration in this world? Work towards, pursuit of excellence. Don't go for perfection. Perfection is elusive. I'm jumping from topics one after the other. But I know that all of this needs to be packed. I don't know how to.
But beautiful words.
I wish I were interacting.
I'm saying, Suket,
I'm
still wondering.
Yes.
One second, I'm still wondering, why didn't I hear to you when I graduated?
Correct.
Because I would have learned this lesson of making mistakes is not a problem, but every time you make a new mistake, that becomes an experience, which is an asset.
True.
Yeah.
The second thing is, Lakshmi Dharmam Rakshati. I mean, that's a beautiful way of saying it's not greed. You go earn money because you have to protect the dharma. So you perform the karma to protect the dharma. So last in the webinar also I said I would love to hear from Baba Sukhdev when I come to Delhi. Did the samosa? I mean, you guys should see that webinar which we had. Absolutely. Sorry, I just got nostalgic because this webinar happened 6 months back.
A while back. Yeah, it was 6 months back.
Yeah.
Raghu,
Yeah.
I have one last thing to say,
Sure.
which I actually want to sort of say, that when we go to work, हम salary rate के job करते हैं. Please, one first thing that you need to do is make a kata, make a cross on the job bit. You're doing it for yourself.
Correct.
And when you do it for yourself, because you're getting the most amount of gain that is happening, a company will gain a few lakhs or a few crores. But what you're gaining is experience, which is priceless.
Yeah.
So putting in extra 10 hours should not be a problem. And if a company can't, and small companies usually can't afford these things. Small companies can't afford basic salaries, let alone overtimes and all of those. But when you're working with a small company, just think of it as your duty of extra work that you put in is extra learning that you do. Imagine, first 5 years of your job, and if you end up working, say, 20 hours a day, you're literally working 3 jobs. So you get 6 years worth, like 15 years worth of experience in first 5 years. That's for you to take back home. Of course, I mean, and plus when you're young, you can actually do that without burning out. Try doing that at the age of 40. There's a good chance that you will burn out. As youngsters, you'll never burn out. You'll still, you'll work 20 hours. You still go back home. You can still party. You can have a drink or two. You can go out with your friends. You can party also. That's the power of youth. Please recognize that you have that with you right now. Don't waste it away. Party is very, very important. Go out with your friends, have a ball, get drunk. But while you're doing that, please ensure that you don't get into that negative zone of that, oh, somebody owes you something. They're just giving you salary. They're giving you salary. They're giving you a space to work. They're giving you experience. They're giving you environment and exposure. All of those things are priceless. What you're giving them is probably just some work with which they'll make some money. But there are so many other intangibles that are not paid for, that you're not getting paid for, and that you're also not paying, that you should be paying them for. Just being in that environment where you get to learn so much from somebody with 10-year experience, somebody with 20-year experience, somebody with 30-year experience, just to be in that space is worth paying, and you're getting paid. You're getting a salary for it. Please remember those things. Don't get into all of this today's activism zone where, oh my God, exploitation, Yes, stand up to exploitation when you know that it is happening at, where it's happening with the labor, it's happening with the craftsmen. If you see there's something that is happening wrong, please ensure that, you do something about it constructively, not by, again, running the company to the ground. Activism will actually, you can actually get maybe 1,000 people. A company employs 1,000 people. You can actually do activism and run the company to the ground. You'll put 1,000 people out of job. But if you're smart, you'll actually be able to find a solution. Please look at solutions instead of outrage. That's my only thing that I have to actually tell the youngsters. I hope I was not sort of again being too preachy, but I had to.
No, you have been
I'm very
wonderful.
passionate about this.
Very, 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 very nice. Good.
Yeah.
As always. And Suket has been doing some good jobs as well. He has been I got in touch with Suket last year, and Seva Bharti, probably, if I remember it rightly, you were involved with. Yes.
Sorry, it's my son. He came to me for a charger. I mean, I just asked him to go.
Okay.
No issue. This has become very common, acceptable because everybody working from home.
Yes, of course.
By now my angel would have been dancing behind. I told her before the meeting that please spare me only for an hour. So it becomes usual. It's good to see people, going behind. That's it.
Yes, it's good. At least with professional, you are getting the social thing also getting involved with it.
Amritanji,
this is good.
do you mind repeating your question? What did you just ask me?
I was just saying that if I remember it rightly, last year we were in touch and you were doing some uh, very honest thing, very humble thing you were doing last year, if I remember it rightly, Seva Bharti.
I yes, I don't like talking about it much,
But
as in it's one of those Gupta dans that we do. I mean, it's like a
no,
family thing. We
those,
do that.
see, Dan is one
Uh,
thing. At the time of pandemic, if you are coming out of your home, if you're taking such initiative, see, that is completely donation, Dan, everything is kept aside. The
no,
more is the
even this one
courage,
was
the heart,
Amriteshji, even Amritanji, even this was Shramdan. It was also a Shramdan, but again, that
yes,
was also
that,
Gupta, no? So
yes,
I don't like
of
talking
course, of
about it,
course.
but yes, I will tell you. I will explain what I was doing. I was working with this organization where we had set up a unit to distribute ration. Even
Mm-hmm.
some of those activities are going on right now. We're running a couple of
Bengali
hospitals.
market, nearby Bengali market.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So what we were doing was we'd set up a workshop in Okla where we were packing ration boxes, and I had only from my unit with my team, we had managed to distribute about 2.5 million meals of सूखा राशन. 25 लाख सूखा राशन के meals हमने
Nice.
we distributed 25 lakh, and overall the organization helped about 2 crore families.
Oh,
So, which is approximately about 12 crore people, considering about 6 people or 5 people per family, if you calculate that. So it was a massive, and my workshop was a blueprint that the organization sort of replicated all throughout the country. So I was fortunate enough to have been actually a part of that. And even now we're running hospitals and oxygen sevas, and all of these things are actually happening
great job.
on the
Great job.
ground. So this is going
Honestly,
on, but
it's like superb, wonderful.
I don't mind talking about it. It's just that I don't specially talk about it on my social media and
No,
all of that is again
it
because.
just,
But if you ask me, I'm happy talking about it because again, I'd rather inspire people, because if people get to know, they want to also get associated and do such things. Everyone must go out. I think pandemic is a classic example which shows India in a better light than any other country is, because India is one place which has displayed this kind of philanthropy of people. Everywhere else in the world, people are dependent on the governments. India is one of those places where people are dependent on the governments, but at the same time, society is coming out to help people. This is a very unique Indian thing. We must recognize this is one of those places where people come to the ground and help. I mean, you might have actually seen campaigns of money collection and all of those. That happens
yes,
everywhere. But this is one unique place where people actually come to the ground as volunteers and help.
correct. I've seen that.
And that happens throughout the floods, that happens throughout the earthquakes. It is just a cultural thing. And this is something that we have to offer to the rest of the world.
So this is what is positivity. As you were just saying something about positivity, being positive, Dr. Suruchi also said the same thing. So I would just continue with that when you are stepping out of the institute, the attitude should be positive.
Yeah.
Professional attitude is required. Undoubtedly, yes. You need to be professional towards your work culture. You need to be ethical in your practices. You need to have good interpersonal skills to be practiced within industry, because within factory, within industry, you need to have a very good interpersonal skills, because sometimes aggression doesn't work only. It needs to have your good interpersonal skills, your empathy towards others. You need to understand the psychological aspect of the workers also sometimes, because sometimes it's just that he's my subordinate and you keep hurling upon him or her. It doesn't work, because ultimately you have to get your goals achieved. That is the set oriented goals to be achieved, and if you work towards that, that is only taken. In my 15-20 years of as a factory owner, I've seen that aggression, uh, like keeping the person just out of the job, throwing him out, it's not a solution to your any solution to a problem. Problem can be solved together with technical as well as your social skills.
Yeah.
Your yes, please.
Anger and aggression, Amritanshi, has to be channeled. So again, it has a place, but your aggression and anger needs to be channeled towards productivity, that you should be actually
Yes,
in a hurry to
positivity.
actually produce and all that.
Correct,
But if
correct.
it is channeled through say lashing out at people and it comes out like that,
No,
it
it
just
doesn't work.
vitiates the atmosphere. See, I am
Correct.
looking forward to recruits that bring a smile to my face. You know, even though I will not show, because I'm the boss, there needs to be a certain amount of discipline, there needs a certain amount of decorum at the studio. But it's always, as a boss, it's always pleasant to see a smiling face. Someone who actually comes into your studio, comes into your office, and lights up the place. It's a
Correct.
pleasant energy to have around you, and plus also inspires. There are students I've had who've actually sort of come in 10 minutes before the time. You know, they're the people who everybody else says, oh, well, they've inspired other people to also come on time.
True.
So, I mean, you need to be the person who inspires other people instead of, you making excuses and vitiating the entire atmosphere. I don't like students and interns and people who come to work and they bring in this unserious attitude at work, who come in, turn up an hour late, half an hour late. And on top of that, they're angry and irritable. Like, I've had designers who turn up 2 hours late. But then because of them, they're also the people who will stay through the night, who will pull out all-nighters also. So, I mean, there are some people who are indisciplined, but then their work culture, their work ethic makes up for the indiscipline. So, I mean, there are certain jobs, like specifically knowledge-based jobs, which is your designing. You can't really sort of switch on and off. You can't say 9 o'clock ho gaya, ab sochna shuru kar do. You can't do that.
Correct.
So you need to understand what is your job. Is your job technical in nature? If you're merchandising, you have to liaison with other company people and you have to liaison with production teams and all of those. Then your job has a time. You have to start on time. But if your job is of a thought and thinking process, that is where a little bit of flexibility is required.
And then
so each one has to judge.
And in that, what Suket is just trying to say, I would like to also tell all the students, while he's differentiating between a designer who has to think through, who's more this thing, and a merchandiser then the competency of a merchandiser has to be more collaborative. If you are moving in that path, in that direction, your collaborative competencies should be a priority, that you should be working in a team, you should be looking into a production unit, master G, sampling department, etc.
Correct,
and that
correct.
Respect for that master G also, who has been working for last 30 years.
Very, very
Probably
important.
you think that you are the designer and you can say anything to him. No, I think that is not allowed, frankly. It is not allowed. And how,
Yes, please.
That entitlement and arrogance has to be left at home. That's something that you can't bring in.
Yes.
There is a place for those things, but I don't think a team is a place for all of those things.
Yeah.
In teams, it is not. That
Team
arrogance can actually be there.
Cohesiveness, positivity. Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Tanji, also, positivity word is also very misused, just like sustainability these days. That's the reason I'm actually shying away from all of these words, because as soon as they Google positivity, they're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
They're going to go, I literally spoke with somebody who said to stay positive, you have to keep people around you who will always say nice things. I mean, I grew up with an absolute opposite notion. I keep people around me who will say the truth, who will not lie to me just because they are being sensitive, who will tell me that I'm being wrong, who will actually push me into a corner, who will push me to work harder. So again, that positivity, people are misinterpreting these days. Positivity के नाम से वो एक अजीब सी छुई मुई zone में जा रहे हैं. You call them what? Butterflies. People are becoming butterflies now. So butterflies are beautiful creatures, but there's no emotional resilience.
Yes. So sorry.
Yes. No, please, Dr. Saab.
So Raghu, if you allow me, I just have 5-10 slides to show it to everybody, just for this particular session only. I'll take
Yeah,
5
sure.
minutes. Yeah, just
Sure.
for it.
I think Ashok has to give you the slide show rights. Yeah, well, fine. This
Yeah.
is the host.
So basically how we, how people are welcomed in the company. And now that you've traded into your book, from your book bag to a briefcase for your usual gear and for a business attire, it's time to start thinking like a professional. Instead of working to make the academic grade, you'll be graded on the value added that you do for any organization. So basically, one of the biggest challenges for every student which he or she goes through from the college to the corporate life is all of a sudden there is a transition from assignments mid-semester to teamwork and deadlines, which I think everybody should look into, that it is a very, very important thing that you have to move from, कि assignment हो जाएगा, sir से और date मांग लेते हैं, sir extend कर दो, अब ये हो गया, अब वो हो गया. But when the date of the shipment is there, when you have to deliver, it cannot be extended like that because of your casual attitude. That is not possible. Generally, professors are focused on enhancing your learning quotient. They help you to learn, and more learn. Managers want you to prove all the time. That is, there is a constant pressure to deliver, to meet deadline, to increase your knowledge and then implement onto your work also. For example, you also need to have confidence in your ability to perform the job, demonstrate the fact that you still want to learn. You'll have to blend your new environment, demonstrate your unique talents, and which actually make you stand among your peers. That is, you're standing out, and you will need to be able to work effectively on your own while contributing as a member of the team. So you cannot think कि अच्छा ग्रुप, जैसे ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं ना कि अच्छा उसने काम कर लिया तो अब मेरी जिम्मेदारी खत्म. But this group project or this group thing will be very different, and you'll have to prove yourself appropriately in there. You will have to take care of the culture of the organization. It's so important, so critical, so like a design studio. While Suket was talking about a design studio, a design studio's culture will be very different from what Mr. Kishore is applying to in a factory, and it's totally different, and you have to understand the culture of both the organizations and adapt yourself there, because every company talks something else and every company has their own values, propositions, even politics and policies which are there, and everybody has to behave in that format. And I must tell you, it is very easy to rebel in the college कि नहीं करेंगे, आज हम college के लिए ये WhatsApp पे लिख देंगे, आज हम ये ग्रुप पे लिख देंगे, आज हम सोशल मीडिया पे ये लिख देंगे. I must tell you, these all things in the scenario where you are working professionally put you, because the industry is very small, this puts you down, not any company, or because the company has been existing. Suket Dheer has been existing there. He will still exist. The companies will still exist. Factories will still exist. But you will lose your own self. And that is how you need to blend with the culture of the organization, which is very, very important. Establishing and maintaining relationships, which is very important, as we just said, three of us, that even as a merchandiser you have to work holistically with the master ji and with the person also जो trims लेके आ रहा है आपके लिए, button लेके आ रहा है, उसको भी आपको thank you बोलना होता है. That is courteous, that is about your own self कि thank you sir, आप गए और लेके आए, वो उसका काम है. एक चीज मैं आप सबको बताना चाहती हूँ, that to provide quality is our job. Cost of quality तब आती है जब हम first stage पे quality provide नहीं करते. To give quality or to give quality on a, let's say, on design, on production floor, on anything is our job. But when we don't provide quality at the first time, we definitely entail to cost of quality, and that is where the cost of quality starts. So it is your duty to provide that quality in life, in your work. It is very important to have a mentor. Like, for example, I as a professional, I keep telling in the factories that please have a buddy program. As soon as a worker enters, you must have a buddy to control your attrition. The same I tell to the opposite side, that please have a mentor in the factory so that you understand, respect, and even adjust to your problems and understand it holistically. Please have that. Initiatives, these are very important things in life that don't escalate problems. Problem तो हम सबके पास है. अभी हम यहाँ बैठ के आपको कुछ बोल रहे हैं तो 3 प्रॉब्लम रघु के पास पीछे होगी, मिस्टर किशोर के पास होंगी, सुकेत के पास भी बहुत सारी होंगी और मेरे पास भी हैं. We all have problems, but don't escalate problems. Take initiatives to solve the problems. And the best way to learn, get noticed, and grow is to solve the problems. That is what you should do. Problem tacklers are loved in any company. When you start solving the issues, कि सर ये तकलीफ हुई थी, ये प्रॉब्लम हुई थी, पर हमने इसके ये 4 सॉल्यूशन निकाले हैं, आप प्लीज बता दीजिए आगे कैसे करना है. And people love who take ownership and accountability. It is very important and critical. These are all behavioral things which we have been doing in our personal life. घर पे कुछ हो जाता है और घर पे मम्मी पापा नहीं होते तो हम ऐसा नहीं करते कि भाग जाते हैं बाहर और पड़ोसियों को बोलते हैं हमें प्रॉब्लम, हम उसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करते हैं. So when you enter into an organization or industry, start thinking industry in terms of your personal attributes rather than thinking कि मेरा क्या जाता है, होने दो जो भी हो रहा है. You know, that's not the way you should move on. Personality is something which everybody looks into. You have to, so everybody should go down the drain. Me myself is the boss, or be ambitious, it is important, but overtly ambitious drains you. Oftenly every youngster, अभी मैं सबसे पूछना चाहूंगी कि आप कौन सी पोजीशन पे जॉब करोगे, तो मर्चेंडाइजिंग मैनेजर, सीनियर मैनेजर, सीईओ, मतलब सीधा आप कंपनी में सीईओ की तरह ही जाना चाहते हो. मैं स्ट्रैटेजी बना सकता हूँ, मैं एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर सकता. क्यों भाई, काम वहीं से शुरू होता है. You know, it is so important to learn what the people do, because you know it is critical to understand. जब तक वो एग्जीक्यूशन लाइन नहीं समझ में आएगी ना, तब तक स्ट्रैटेजी बनानी कभी भी नहीं आएगी. You will never be able to make a strategy because you don't know the problems of the execution line. Empathy बोलना आसान है, पर empathize तभी कर पाओगे जब उस particular जगह पे जाके आप काम करोगे. So please remember, you don't grow 6 feet tall by the time you're 5 years old. You take time. It's a law of nature. So grow at a pace where learning adds to your wisdom. Don't be in a hurry to carry large titles which you cannot carry and fail. You know, and that fail. It is very, very important that if you don't even skip jobs, it is, मैंने इतना सारा अभी youngsters के अंदर ये देखना शुरू किया है. अभी अगर एक फैक्ट्री तुमको 10,000 रुपए दे रही है और दूसरी फैक्ट्री 2 महीने बाद तुम्हें मिल रही है क्योंकि तुम जॉब अप्लाई करते जा रहे हो, तो वो 12 भी दे रही है, 14 भी दे रही है, 16 भी दे रही है. It's just a number that I'm saying, but I'm saying that students have been jumping onto the jobs, which is not a very healthy sign or a good sign. As HR person, I'm telling you, when we see resumes, when we look at the resumes, we see how much time have you spent in which factory, etc. That's very critical. If you have the right skill, there is always a next job available. Do not jump jobs for the sake of just an increase in salary. Look at the larger picture of learning, value addition, the respect that you're getting in the factory or with the design studio. It's so critical. Stick to a company for a longer time and grow eventually. And it should be an evolution. It should not be build relationships, innovate, learn. And there is a different charm altogether. You know, it's a different place altogether. Learning is very important. Keep learning. It's not कि अब college छूट गया तो अब कुछ और सीखना नहीं है. It's so important to have good learning capability every day, every time, as Suket and as Mr. Kishore were saying, that you have to learn. Keep learning and keep getting that experience. Do you know Denmark has opened a library wherein you can actually ask for people. है ना, आपकी एक्सपीरियंस 20 साल के एक्सपीरियंस में जिनको डिजाइनिंग एथिक्स आते हैं, आप मेरी उनसे एक मीटिंग करवाइए. वो एक लाइब्रेरी है कि एक्सपीरियंस डिस्कशंस हैं, you know. And here, while Suket was saying that, you know, it is your experience. अगर तुम 10 घंटे काम कर रहे हो किसी एक्सपीरियंस बंदे के नीचे, तो आप ये सोच के चलो, that is what you're gaining from there. That is what you're gaining from him. That is free to you right now. People are making those human libraries. You are getting it in your jobs. That is one of the most interesting things that you can do. Communication, personality traits are very important and very, very critical. Please, please, please work diligently on your communication skills. It is very powerful. It is so important. It is so critical. The first moment you meet somebody, you make an impression, or you just don't make an impression.
Dr. Suruchi,
yeah.
Dr. Suruchi, I wish instead of going extempore, what I went into that, I wish I wish you were doing these slides, or her slide ke baad I had something to say, because again, that there would have been basically I said the similar things, but there's so much structure to when you do it. I mean, it's so beautiful.
No, but that is the beauty, no?
Se na samajh mein aata hai.
Suket, but that's the beauty. Everybody should have their own way of conveying things. That is what she is also emphasizing. See,
no, I'm loving it. I mean, I wish I had that much structure in my life. मेरे पास structure है ही नहीं बिल्कुल भी.
But not required, no. You see, with being unstructured, you are still very well coordinated and successful.
Absolutely.
So you know how to take advantage of being unstructured. So that is what people have to learn. We never say that you have to be structured to move like this and then to become this. If you can handle, if you have the technique, if you have the solution for moving as you are, without leading a life of comparison, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's absolutely fine.
No. But it's better this way. Like, see what Dr. Saab is saying, that one is good, but a team is better. See, the thing is, I'll give you examples. I'm interrupting Dr. Saab only for this 1 second.
Please.
That, big brands and big companies are made not because of genius individuals. It's made because of genius teams.
Yeah.
So to make somebody like, say, Christian Dior or Yves Saint Laurent or Karl Lagerfeld or Alexander McQueen, do you think it was just the designer and his vision? No. It was a designer and his vision, but along with the designer's vision, it was a genius marketing person. It was a genius production person. It was a genius business person and strategy people.
Yeah.
It was all of these geniuses coming together and making that brand. See, of course, most of the brands are product centric. Even service brands, the service they give is a product. So whoever's designed that product is obviously the main person in the vision. And that's why you see a name, there'll always be Yves Saint Laurent, because again, he came up with the product. But the brand was successful when there were 5 people, 10 people who believed in the vision, who believed in that product and gave it their lives.
Yeah.
So those brands were made with people who worked there for 10 years and 15 years, not somebody who actually went there for 6 months and left. And honestly, this job dissatisfaction is a job guarantee. I can promise you, every job की एक guarantee होती है, which is job dissatisfaction. So you can switch all you may, but there'll be something or the other which will not be right in every job, even your own. So please continue, Dr. Saab. I'm so sorry I had to.
No. It's wonderful that we are adding on to each other and complementing each other, frankly. So then it's so important. Recognition, of course, is very important for everybody. But I must say that it is all our lives we've been looking at getting patted. We do something to look up to our parents, friends, well-wishers. There is no end to how much recognition one needs. It's just an ego massage. The true recognition is self-recognition. Try to come out of that self-doubt. Try to recognize yourself. And there is a very thin line between, self-recognition and going into that ego state. Stay here. It is a very good stage that you can stay. Don't go here. Don't go down, because otherwise we say in our behavioral analytics, we say the transactional analysis goes fade away. So I believe that self-recognition is very important and very critical for all of you to stay more effective in your work. So that is one thing that I want to do. I also want to say that as much as you are making a transition, your manager is also making a lot of adjustments with you. Whenever you go to an organization, don't think that only you are making adjustments. I think every full organization is working with you. They're trying to adjust. They're trying to make you feel comfortable. Also, please understand their perspective. Understand. A lot of times I've heard people saying, मेरी पहले वाली जॉब में तो ऐसा नहीं होता था, मुझे ये तो बताया नहीं गया था, ऐसा तो एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था. अगर पहले वाली जॉब आपको इतनी अच्छी लगती थी तो आप वहीं रहते, आप इधर आए क्यों? अगर आप उसी स्टेट में रहना चाहते थे, why did you even jump into this state and wanted you, because you wanted to grow, because you believe that there is something good here, and that is how you came here. So please don't compare yourself with the previous job, previous state, previous situation, etc. Please try and understand that everybody is making that effort to make you more comfortable, and we are all doing our own job. We are not it's a business. We are working towards each other. It's definitely a professional relationships, but you know, those personal issues or problems should stay away from there. Be cheerful, as we've all have said. Be cheerful. You only have one life. Live it. Make merry. Drink, as Suket was saying. Kiss the world. Inculcate good friends. Go out. Watch movies. Listen to music. Bring cheers to others. And you can feel happy in the reflection of others, you know, being happiness, and how happiness is not just only about you being happy, but making other people happy. So gripping is one of the most interesting things which can take you far. Leadership always notices people who are positive and want to make an impact. They be an enthusiast, create lively environment, and give back. As we were just discussing all of this, you know, give back. It is so important and critical to give back to the society, to give back to whom you've learned with. Go back to the same college, come back to NIFT again and say, listen, I've learned something different from what Dr. Suruchi or Suket or Mr. Kishore had said. I think one more thing it should be added to the presentation, and this is what it is. Maybe the next batch you can actually tell them. You have to dream and you have to be fearless. You know, you can't be fearful because of failure. As we have again mentioned, that failure is something that has to be embraced. I have failed many a times in my life, and I must tell you, I have failed n number of times. And today also I feel, oh my God, I have to still move on, because it's still, I have to still move on and prove myself. So I keep, there is this joke in our house. So I keep asking my daughter, beta, aap bade hoke kya banoge? So then she says something. I said, you also ask me, Mama, aap bade hoke kya banoge? So, you know, that's a joke, because you need to grow with your failures, with your achievements, and so on and so forth. So when you first graduate from college, you feel like this is it. Now I get a job and this is my life. To some extent, that is true, but you're still young enough to spend some time figuring out where you want to be there. That's all from my side. I think I made this small, you know, presentation for all of you to understand that this is what industry is looking forward to from all of you. Mr. Kishore, I feel that you have to add now more, because we've talked. You're on mute.
Please unmute. I think
Yes.
it's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, all thanks to you. You have so very well articulated every aspect of the like skill sets, what a student should have in them, or what they need to strengthen it before coming to the industry. Like in the industry, of course, it is always said to have a very good attitude towards working. Of course, the atmosphere needs to be positive as well for the students who are working as a professional, who have joined as a professional. So it's like both the ways of the environment should be friendly and more ethical, to be like mutually beneficial to both the sides. And apart from that, everything what Dr. Suruchi has said, I really like go by that. And apart from just, I would like to add up to all the discussions that we had today, that since it is very important to choose your field, what you are selecting as, like whether it is a merchandising, whether as a designer, whether as a production merchant or production manager or a supervisor, whatever field you are going into, just be sure about it, so that whatever you choose, you should never repent on it later. Like you should not look forward ki I should change the field because I'm not getting much benefit out of it, or I have selected a wrong field. Those things you should just keep it in a mind before appearing for the interview, or before appearing for the company as well. Like for whichever company you appear for, just make sure that the company you have really researched with, what the company is doing, what you wanted to do with what had been your dreams. So these are some of the important aspects that I would like to add. Otherwise, everything has been already said and discussed. So this is what I have to say about it. Like, think about yourself as in the training period. Like, you are joining in the industry. You don't think that you are here to like you have come here as a professional and you will right from the day one you will be start delivering. No, I think 1 or 2 years are very important to have your experiences being built up, because in industry it's more of the experiences that gives us a solution. Because solution are sometimes, because see, of course, in today's time there are various AI application, everything which is there to help you out. Digital platforms are there to help you out, but ultimately those digital platforms has limitations, and there when human interference works. So those things you should be very much capable of. This is my say about it. Like,
Great. So I think it's about an hour now. So we'll take some questions from the students. Before that, I would say, I mean, though AI, look at how important the experience and our attitude is. The system will become successful only when you give it as much of experience so that it can train itself and then test itself and then prove itself.
true.
So the system also can, and everything, it's applicable to us because we are trying to replicate this intelligence that we have into something which is artificial intelligence. You will, when Suket said about, you have to go and earn, and you are earning something more than money, you will appreciate it only when you realize that you are earning that intellectual asset, which is, with which you are going to sustain and you are going to improve in life. Okay, so we can keep talking about all this. At your age, probably when you're in the teens or in the early 20s and 22, you will think that, "Arey, kya baat hai yaar, ye log to aise bol rahe hain." I mean, they're getting emotional sentiment, but this is the truth of life. Slowly you will realize, probably like, Suket and Amritansh, when you come and sit for a chat with the young minds in the institution, you will reflect this. So I just pray God that all of us should be safe and healthy to meet again like this. Okay, let's take some questions from the students.
Raghu,
Yes.
I just want to
Yes.
ask, this is Suket here. I want to ask,
Yeah.
what is the, what students are these that we are addressing? What batch and, not
This
what
is,
batch, I mean, what course?
No, it's from across courses from the NIF Delhi campus. It has graduates from the class of 2021 who are going to successfully graduate next month, and also the class of 2020 which graduated last July. So we are preparing for placements. So
okay, but the only 60 students show. I mean, is that the only batch, or was the batch bigger and only these people have been able to log in?
So in Delhi, there are supposed to be, I think Ashok would be able to give you the number. If I put the current batch and some from the previous batch, there should have at least been some 400 plus positively. But that's why I said at the beginning that those who are here will act as ambassadors to this session. So they will carry this message to their counterparts wherever they felt that it would be very, very useful for them in successfully sailing through this times of uncertainty and also who are very, very ambitious and aspiring to embark their professional journey. So kids,
one more thing before we go into questions, just last thing that I like to tell them is that your first 5-6 years are only for learning and getting experience. Don't run after the money is number one. Number two, for next 4-5 years, also don't think of post-graduation and all of that. I know I might be sort of going against whatever, I mean, but you need to actually sort of realize, work for 5-6 years, figure out what you really want to do for the rest of your life. In that, go super specialize and do your masters in. It makes you, instead of just, I mean, because I know we come from a culture where you finish all your studies and then go to college. Oh, sorry, and then go to work. Whereas globally, the new trend is that you finish your high school, you start working, you do a few jobs here and there, you figure out what you really want to do for the rest of your life. And that's what you do your super specialization in. That's what you do your professional courses in. And so you work and then you sort of go for the education after a few years.
Right. So, I mean, it's again a suggestion and it's an option which people may consider based on whatever they want to do. I think it has, on the contrary, I have a son who's also a college goer. He's planned up to the PhD. So I said, well, great. It's all that you want to do. I'm just going to be a facilitator, as I'm in this case, for the placement. So as a parent, as a professor, as another individual, my job is just to facilitate whatever they want to. Said good. So from Venus Malik, Suket sir, do you also have any advices for master students? Advices don't classify itself for undergrad and postgrad. Yeah, I think advice is an advice for everybody.
Yeah. Same advice for the master students as well. I think if you've already been, okay, so some of us are fortunate. I was not that fortunate. I never knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. When I was sort of trying to struggle, I went through a few courses. I did a year of BCom, a year of BCA, a year of Arena Multimedia. I worked at a call center. I think I told you about all of this, Raghu, last time. I did quite a few things before I got into doing design. So even though I did not know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, I certainly got to know what I did not want to do for the rest of my life. So, which is also good knowledge to have. Ki boss, ye to bilkul nahi karna hai puri zindagi ke liye. So, and it's important to know to quit. Like again, if you're miserable, it's very, very important to quit in time and move on to the next. बहुत important होता है, but not when you kind of you're certain that this is what you want to do, you like doing it. It's just that some other job might be better, so you switch in 6 months or a year. There'll be there'll be 6 good things and 4 bad things, and there'll be other 6 good things at the other place, and so permutation, combination, relativity, thoda bahut upar niche. But if you're getting the work experience, everything else needs to be ignored. You need to sort of, again, choose your battles. So that's the same advice for masters. Who asked for that question?
Venus Malik. Malik. I think Venus, now you have an added advantage because you are 2 years more experienced than the undergrad students. See?
I just got a message from my team. I need to sort of plug this in.
Sure.
Insta handle is Suket Dhir, SUKETDHIR. Please follow that. And also, I mean, if you're taking my advice, please look at the work that I've been doing so that you know where the advice is coming from and why that advice is coming. So, the pursuit of excellence, I said those words. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, it's always that. I'm always trying to do better. And you can actually see and take a reference from my Insta handle.
Yeah,
I just went through that and came back here, so.
Hi, this I have a question. Hello?
One sec, Deepak.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. So, Sukesh, sir, as
Yes.
you were just explaining that like few people will decide that they wanted to work in the industry after graduation, and then they came back for their master's studies, and then they decide like what exactly they wanted to do in their life. So my case is like little bit similar, and I did work in IT for 9.5 years. And actually I wanted to do design, but somehow I was not able to do it. Then I came back to college, and I'm doing my master's in design space with specialization in UX UI. And I am planning to because my age is also it's about 30 now, and as you were telling me that we have to be in learning mode or every day, and you have to learn every time. But as my age is also going, and I just wanted to excel somewhere, and just wanted to have my own business or startup kind of thing. So I just wanted to know your from your wisdom and your advice, how to proceed for in my case, or in such cases, when you have too much of experience, and because design industry is completely new for me, and people might accept, they might not accept, and few people would also because UX UI is more into corporates, and these Microsoft and Google or the other companies as well. So UX UI is everywhere. So maybe I will get edge over the other people because I am from a corporate background and have this much of experience. But how I can use or utilize that particular thing in design so that I can move further at a bigger positions, like some kind of manager role or something. Because everybody asks for the experience, right? And that experience I do not have.
See, Deepak, another thing is that join okay, there are two things. Again, you've lost a lot of time, so we have to actually think about practicality also. Practicality में बहुत सारी चीजें और साथ में आती हैं. You've just talked about professional, but then there'll also be it's probably also the right time for you to get married and start thinking on those lines as well. So all of those things are going to go together. Please remember, हम हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि ये हो जाएगा फिर वो करेंगे, वो हो जाएगा फिर वो करेंगे. लाइफ ऐसे नहीं चलती. I only realized that after having kids. Now I have to actually not, earlier I could think, okay, let me do this first, then I will do that. Whereas once you have kids, you realize that उनका स्कूल की फीस भी जानी है, उनको स्कूल भी भेजना है, उनको घुमाने भी लेके जाना है, at the same time उनको छुट्टियों पे भी लेके जाना है, अपना काम भी करना है. All of those things have to happen simultaneously. I have to actually do my work tours. I have to design, I have to go to office. At the same time, I have to take my kids to their play dates. So, सारी चीजें simultaneously चलती है. So, that's one of those things. Now, going back to what you asked, very, very important for you to not take your previous baggage with you.
Mm-hmm.
अपने पुराने को baggage बनाने की बजाय अपने पुराने को advantage बना के लेके जाओ. Enter a company that you like to work with, whose work you like, who producing the kind of work that you like. Enter that company as a fresher, because as a designer, you're a fresher.
Correct.
Don't worry about it, I'm telling you, because all that money that you will be making by reaching that 9-year experience, वो 9-year experience आपके पहले 2-3 साल के अंदर it will start showing.
Okay.
But पहले 6 महीने में नहीं शो करेगा, शो करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. Please remember this.
Mm-hmm.
All of those dots will connect. Don't be in a hurry. You'll sabotage yourself. In the beginning, go as a fresher because you are a design fresher.
Yes, sir.
Start a job. At that job, you'll automatically realize in certain times what are the things that you need to learn while working in a design. Because design field में भी आपको कई चीजें सीखनी होंगी. And learning those things will take you about a year and a half. While you're learning those things and becoming better at what you do, your past experience will also start reflecting. And the company will recognize, if the company is smart, they'll recognize you for it. Don't shy away from putting in extra time. If everybody leaves at 5 o'clock, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
If you're not married, please spend in those extra 5 hours. Karo. Weekend pe puri party karna. Lekin initially, right now, just to ensure that you bridge those 9 years with your future into design, you'll have to put in that extra time, extra hours, extra effort. Design ka kaam khatam karo, uske baad use your IT experience and do that extra work in those extra hours and prove with multitasking to your company that you're much more valuable. You can do many more things. You'll automatically be put into a managerial position in a couple of years. But give yourself those years. 2-3 saal do, don't be in a hurry. All of these things will fall in place. I hope what I'm saying helps.
Yes, sir. Completely. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
This Meher Vadera, in this past year, a lot of us have worked remotely. What do you feel we have missed out on professionally during this experience, and how it can mitigate? There's nothing to mitigate, Meher. I think wherever you work, work is work, and experience is experience, because you don't work on something where you don't have an expertise or where you don't have that passion or willingness. Okay, you don't take, that's what, see, you please remember again, don't think you're paid for the job and you're doing the job for some compensation or something. If you think that you're doing it because of the love, because of your interest, because of the passion, then that becomes experience. So experience, wherever it comes from, is an experience which you will use it to your advantage. So you have not missed out anything. There are many people who, in fact, went to remote places when the lockdown was announced. They were too bugged with the city life and the infrastructure that they were using. I could see a lot of my friends have moved to remote places, except that the only criteria was they should have a good bandwidth so that they can connect, which is becoming inevitable nowadays. Otherwise, we have not missed out anything. Not missed out anything. So don't worry about all this. So she's following it up with another question. Will companies also appreciate when they are looking to hire us and see people who have remote? Company doesn't even bother where you work from, which place you have worked, whether it is remote or it is in the metro, or you've been working in the heart of the city. Nothing of that sort. So one more point I just wanted to add to all the kids who are here. We expect a lot of things, and the expectations are fulfilled. We want our expectations to be fulfilled. Similarly, the person who is going to fulfill our expectations also will have some expectations with it. For instance, Amritansh ji ka factory hai, Suket ka design studio hai. You expect them to pay about ₹1,00,000 or ₹1.5 lakh. Nothing wrong. Good. You have your demand. You place your demand, but you have to show the value for that demand. What value you will bring across the table. And the experience that yes, sir.
If I may just interrupt you a little bit.
Sure.
आप बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे थे. I mean, you're absolutely on the spot when you said that. I just want to make a little more point of detail over there.
Yeah, sure.
Please remember to accept the reality. The reality is that we have been working from home and to the best of our abilities. But working from home has its limitations. There are a lot of interns who worked from home and done internship with me. But they never got to actually feel the fabrics. They never got to actually interact with the tailors. So, and that is a reality. You need to face that reality. You can't really say that that should not be held against you. It is not being held against you. It is just being recognized as a reality. You can take it negatively or positively. A company has gone through their own experience of paying salaries when they did not have the money, when they were not doing any business. They've continued to support their people. They've done all of those things that are not fair. And similarly, you've gone through an experience which is not going to be fair by any chance. But I don't believe in fair and not fair. I only believe in what is real. Real is that yes, while you have work and you have experience, but that experience is online or it's work from home, and it is adding value to your life. But what working from home has given you in terms of personal satisfaction, in terms of living with your family, personal growth, introspection, I hope you've sort of been living and asking yourself, what does real life mean and life experiences are? Because this sitting at home was very, very important for the whole society to actually sort of figure out, are they doing what they really love doing? So that is an advantage that you've had working at home. But the disadvantage you've had working at home is not being able to work with people, interact with people. And you have to realize that and recognize that. And unfortunately, the pay structures are, at the moment, are according to those. And people are looking forward to things falling back into those norms. But if the way forward is going to be working from home, the new pay structures are going to arrive. All of that will happen, and as an employer, even I don't know what that is going to be.
Yeah. So I think it's a fair. It's going to be a fair game. People are not going to look at how you did it. They are going to look at what you did. That's more important. Okay, Ashish Kumar. This question goes to Amritansh sir. If one wants to join production, he says 3. Okay, they must have what skills and qualities? Probably that's the question for you.
Okay, so in production, you must have, of course, the first and foremost, you should have basic integrity, know-hows of production. What do you call those things? In basic knowledge of sewing. If you are joining as in the production of say in sewing department, or if you are joining in the finishing department, you should know about the garment in perspective, first of all. And then apart from that, you also need to handle your workforce, your team, your supervisors, like you should have a inkling and very calmness and patience also to listen to others and have a good interpersonal skills to establish a good relationship with your workers and your supervisors, so that whenever you guide them, they listen to you. Because most of the time what is happening is a youngster joins an industry and people look to them in a very retrospective way that ye abhi naya naya aaya hai, mere ko sikha raha hai. So that's how there you need to practice your interpersonal skills कि आप कैसे उसको convince करेंगे. That is very very important. You need to work on that aspect yourself. वो कोई आपको improvise नहीं करेगा. So this is my take. Soft skills and hard skills both are required in the production department, both the ways.
Yeah, great. So
I have one more suggestion. Please have mentors. Please have people who you can actually discuss with before taking things. Learning. I mean, I still consult Professor Asha Bakshi. I still keep calling her even till date. I keep calling Vandana ma'am even till date. कभी कभार कुछ help की ज़रूरत होती है. I do call. I mean, I don't have I have my batchmates from 2002 who I still call every time I make a news. Even if I sketch a new line, the first thing I WhatsApp it to is my batchmates to ask कि अच्छा है आगे कैसे जाऊँ, आगे क्या करूँ. So please have please stay in touch with your peers who you love, who you really like, your advisors, and every step of the way they'll come handy. ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है.
Right.
Yeah, so sure, sir. Thank you for your answer. Good. So I'm sitting and reading all these messages. मेरा webinar का आदत पड़ चुका है. So when I host the webinar, this is what I do. All my webinars, pick questions, bucket them, and then direct it to me. But these kids are very smart. They're writing the name of the panelist to whom the question has to go. So it's not generic. So it displays the same smartness and the skills that you have, the courage, and also what do you say, your intent. And definitely, I'm sure each one of us have our own places, and we will see and we will land there. But don't look at somebody else's landing and then say, अरे यार इसका runway तो बहुत बड़ा था, मेरे को भी runway चाहिए. फिर उसके हिसाब से अपना flight की size भी बढ़ाओ, and then have that ability and capability to land on that particular runway. So that's what you should do. Being a very small craft, yes.
Raghu, they stopped asking questions, and so it must be pointed out. Please, as stupid as the question might be, आपको stupid लग रहा है, और किसी को बहुत interesting लगेगा, और कुछ ना कुछ बहुत अच्छी interesting learning आती है. I've been through that phase myself. Then when we feel that we should probably not ask the question because it is not relevant to this conversation, or it is stupid or silly, how will I look if I ask this question? लोग क्या सोचेंगे अगर मैंने सवाल पूछ लिया? Don't think all of those things. All questions are legitimate. They will reveal some answers. They will spark something that everybody else will get to learn from it. Dr. Suruchi is here. Amritansh ji is here. Professor Raghu is here. हम हैं यहाँ पे बैठे हुए. Don't miss this opportunity. It doesn't happen every once in a while it happens. Where you get an opportunity to interact with us. Please ask questions. बहुत जरूरी है. I promise I'll keep the answers short. I mean, if you're scared of.
नहीं, in fact, तभी शुरुआत में अगर आप देखेंगे, मैंने कहा, I've come here prepared to be embarrassed. So ask me any question. Don't worry. Even if you can ask me saying that कितना vacancy generate करोगे, उसका भी मैं जवाब दूंगा.
Yeah, and I'm sure
vacancy पिछले साल generate किया, उसका भी मैं जवाब दूंगा.
Yeah, a lot of students would be in a deeper thought process and concerned about your career and various other questions. You can actually ask any question, whatever you feel like.
So till the time they come up with question, Ria, when do we know we are ready to be an entrepreneur? ये तो आप हमें बताएंगे. Every entrepreneur has to say that when they are. देखो, I think you missed out on that NIFD. This thing, incubation. Okay, we had this incubation workshop Saturday on 5th evening when this question was answered. All right. you cannot become ready. You cannot know when you are becoming ready, unless or otherwise you really think of becoming ready. Right? You have to prepare yourself to be ready. You have to have that willingness to be ready. Or,
And also, when you have risk-taking capacity, you're ready for an entrepreneur.
yes. Now that risk-taking ability or capacity also NIFT अभी बढ़ा रहा है उसको. How is that we have this incubation center, the NIFT Design Incubation. Okay. Now that we will do a lot of hand holding. All that you need to do is to come up with an innovative idea and then apply for it. The application would have been floated by all your RACs. Just try. It's like trying. You try a new dish. How do you try a new dish? Is that you have that willingness to go and try a new dish. Otherwise, you would be eating the same dal roti. So the point is, you should ask Suket, how did he become an entrepreneur? How did he start his label? है ना वो जवाब देगा अभी इतना लंबा जवाब कल इधर से निकलते एंटरप्रेन्योर बन ही जाओगे तुम.
See, I think Dr. Suruchi said the right thing. I think it's your risk-taking capabilities, but also usse bhi zyada, I think sometimes it is for us designers. It is quite a few. It is very instinctive. Trust your instincts. Instincts are nothing. कोई वो ether से नहीं निकलते हैं. Instincts are information that our mind processes faster than we know. Subconscious jaldi process करती है. So it tells us something that we are not able to rationalize or logically explain it. So that is what instincts are. It is the information that our mind processes faster than we are able to rationalize it. So, or comprehend it. So trust your instincts in terms of if you are an instinctive person. उसके अलावा I think entrepreneurship का formula जो है वो मैं बता देता हूँ कि 5, 6, 7 साल 8 साल experience gain करें and then try getting into becoming an entrepreneur, because becoming an entrepreneur requires tools. It just doesn't require confidence. It just doesn't require foolhardiness. It just doesn't require money. वो सारी चीजों के अलावा it requires experience.
Correct.
And contacts and network. और वो सारा का सारा when you work for 5, 6 years, 10 years, वो सारी चीजें आपके पास ready होती हैं. The optimum utilization of resources तभी होता है. Whoever understands these words, optimum utilization of resources, optimum utilization of capital invested can only be done when all of these things are ready, and those things can only be ready with experience, nothing else. If you come from andha paisa, which I don't want to sort of use the other word, but if you come from money, if you've loaded absolutely so much money that you don't mind losing some of it, you can become an entrepreneur a lot sooner. Wo bhi possibility hai. I never had that opportunity, but it is also a possibility.
See, I'll also share my experience in this entrepreneurial journey. In fact, I had to face this bitterness in the beginning. First 3 years were like, I started along with my NIFT friends. 2003 to 2005, I pumped up and I got everything squeezed out. Everything was gone away. Finally, 2005, I recollected myself. I again started from scratch. So what Dr. Suruchi said is your risk-taking ability either should be through experiences, कि आप experience gain करो तब करो ताकि आपका risk-taking ability आपको पूरा दे, आपने जमा किया, आपने सब कुछ किया, experience लिया और तब शुरू किया. And second thing is आप start करो, आप सोचो कि मेरे जाएंगे, खत्म होंगे. Take that risk कि yes, मेरा खत्म होने वाला है क्योंकि मेरे को एक्सपीरियंस इसी से गेन करना है. Why would I gain experience from other factory? I would gain experience from my own factory, but I would lose and then gain. So either the way you have to choose. That is your own decision.
Yeah. So, Yashasvi, how do we organize the unorganized sector to some extent when everything is subjective and intangible? Example, things are getting structured. अब ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर को अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड को ऑर्गेनाइज करना गवर्नमेंट की प्रेरोगेटिव है, वो भी कर रहा है. आई मीन इफ वी हैव टू गिव एन आंसर लाइक दिस, बट if you seriously look at most of the companies have started let's say, recognizing the importance of intellectual property, especially in garmenting, we can say garmenting and retailing, the front end and the back end both. This is my experience for the past 4.5 years, where I've been discussing and, in fact, I've been pushing this point because it is this particular aspect is the bridge between the industry, academia, interactions and engagement. So trust me, I mean, I'm just reflecting my experience. Probably the other panelists can give you more ideas on this. But it is not about just asking a question of how we can organize it. Okay, it is about realization that, and also understanding the importance of how we need to be organized. And the right point to start with is to recognize, as I told you, that the intellectual asset is what we are getting over and above the tangible asset that you guys will see, or that you're aiming for. So nothing to push more into this aspect. It is all getting sorted out, and what we will see, the transformation will lead to this.
Yeah, and I must tell you, as I was telling you my own story, that in 2010 people were not respecting these practices. People were not taking care of these practices. We are in 2021 and we see a lot of organized practices which are there in the sector right now. So things are definitely in the phase of transformations, and people are actually believing, yes, people are more aware of. So for example, why did NIFT even introduced IPR for designers is to create awareness amongst the designers to take this forward. That is how any organization or any country starts, with creating awareness. How do we create awareness? We create awareness through our own budding designers, and then definitely you have the integrated methodology in the industry.
Right. So there's one more thing. I think Asta Gupta has said, as Suket was talking about working the extra hours in the initial time, but she says, I have my personal life, this, that. See, it's a very general thing that if somebody wants to burn out, they can for extra hours. Yeah.
Raghu,
yeah.
I have an answer for this. See, the thing is, it's absolutely respectable what Asta has asked. For that, you need to recognize the industry. Industry has many. When we say industry, we say it with a very broad brush stroke. But in industry, you actually have to recognize there are different kinds of institutions. There are micro, there are small, there are medium, there are enterprises, then there are corporates. Now, if you're joining, please see which is the kind of design house you're joining. If it's a small design house, it's a small company that you're joining. As an entrepreneur, you will, only as you put yourself in the feet of an entrepreneur, you realize that as an entrepreneur, when I started my company, I was doing the merchandiser's job, I was doing the designer's job, I was also doing the production manager's job, I was also doing the retail manager's job, and I was also doing the PR job and the communication manager's job. I literally started my whole company with myself, doing the bills and challans, doing sourcing myself, making designs, sketching, getting the production done, and selling. Everything I was doing myself. And for a company like this, when you join a company like this, you will actually have to multitask. You'll have to put in extra hours. There'll be no option. So my suggestion to you would be join a corporate company where there are fixed number of hours that you work for. So you get the time to work on yourself and just go for that. There is no good or bad in the bad feeling in that. It's just that there are some people who enjoy working in a place where they want to 20 different things and also want to start their own label. So they'll have to get into 20 different things and also learn to work within smaller, meager means. Like as a smaller company will never have salaries to like the corporates will be able to give. And in fact, with the smaller amount of salary, they'll demand a lot of work from you. And that's okay. I mean, that's how companies are made. Otherwise, there'll never be new companies coming out of the garages if people are not putting extra hours. Of course, you can actually get into a lot of other conversations, but then you might as well work in a government job or another corporate job or one of those jobs. The whole society will have to only be managed by the government. But if you want to have small little entrepreneurs, you have to understand that in reality, things work in a different way, and that's again, you have to show your empathy and plus your passion. So you'll have to adjust yourself according to the company you're working with. And if you want to focus on your personal life and work-life balance, then you need to focus on service. Entrepreneurship is not for you, because entrepreneurship is for last 10 years I've been working 24/7, 365. There are no Saturdays, there are no Sundays, there's no day, there's no night. My children come to work with me. I can take an off on a Tuesday. I can work on a Sunday. So that's something you need to sort of, again, to answer you. I mean, you have to actually go for a corporate job. Seems like a good place for a good work-life balance.
Well, good. So, Amritash, can you say, I mean, there's a question which
Yes,
says
sir,
what
on
are
this-
the top three markets, industry right now that it will be able to place? Is that for
top three industries, sir, as in, like, of course, I will like to add in top three, what product profile we should cater to or we should start looking into. Because currently India is also working upon MF, like this man-made fibers, MMF. So I think in this regards, we should add up something new, like some sportswear we are already into. So apart from sportwear, activewear, something which can be discovered, which can be worked upon, so that which becomes a patented later on if you want it to be happen. So these kind of things, these kind of product profiles, we should start looking upon, which India is not currently good at it right now. Or maybe some kind of industrial clothing also India is not very good at it right now. So these kind of product profiles one can look upon.
Okay. So I would also say that look at what you are best at, what you are comfortable with, where you can fit, and how good you can do. For instance, look, I came into academics at a very young age, and then I've been with NIFT for about now more than 20 years.
Oh.
I still feel comfortable. I still love what I do. I love NIFT a lot. I keep thinking about innovative things which I can do to the students, and I've been holding on to this post for the 4th continuous year now. And still I'm not running out of steam. I just generate more steam and do it. So that the point is, I've identified, I knew that this is where, and this is what would give me satisfaction, how you should. So over a period of time, you will get to know that. But try to, one good thing I would say is your core values and the domain expertise that you gather at this particular point in time is going to carry you further and further and further. So
have you heard of a small little guerrilla army? Suna hoga kisi ne. So guerrilla armies, Shivaji Maratha had a guerrilla army, right? He used to fight with the biggest of armies with a small army. But that small army basically is, again, I'd like to sort of think of myself as that small army, guerrilla army, where you have many multitaskers. One person does 20 other odd jobs and is available day or night, because there are no rules. I mean, we are in a growing stage. So I want commanders that will go to war for me. I mean, I'm looking for the people who will work with me, who believe in my vision, and who will literally sort of fight for me like that. And I personally believe in like a क्या उसको बोलते हैं ना, equity वाला model. Like you work with me for 2, 3, 4 years. You work with me long term, prove yourself, make yourself indispensable, and you get a share in the company. That's how I like to work. Because until I can't afford like those massive paychecks, what else can you do? You can make them a part of your organization. But for that, you'll have to actually prove your worth. You have to prove your commitment. And I mean, those are the things, and vision. So, I mean, all kinds of jobs exist. You just need to sort of figure out what is going to work the best for you.
I think the one thing that I'll tell everybody is that please look at what you give before what you expect to take. So that would make sense. Yeah. So fine. I think it's 4:30. We have planned this session for an hour. As usual, we have overrun. But I believe And I'm sure this would have been a really insightful, because a lot of students have said thank you, insightful. You know, seriously, I have to thank Suruchi, Suket, and Anutansh for taking out their time and spending this quality 1 hour 34 minutes with 35 minutes now with everybody. Time is gold, right? And we'll keep sharing our experiences, and they're all our known ones. They all work for the welfare of the NIFT community and in the NIFT ecosystem. If you have more questions, I would request you to just push them to Mr. Ashok Prasad, who's your RIC, who can direct it to all of us. Whichever we find is appropriate for us to answer, we would answer it by written email to him, which he can convey to you, or we'll write to you directly.
No, good luck to everybody.
Yes.
Please remember, I will reiterate one more thing. Job dissatisfaction is a job guarantee.
Very important. Yes.
I don't know who agrees with me or not, but please keep this in mind and grow a thick skin. You will go a really long way. Stay happy, cheer up. I mean, take it on your chin and move on, because you will be dissatisfied in personal life and professional life, everywhere. That's a guarantee of life.
So many best wishes to all of you. May you succeed in getting good jobs for yourself and, you know, creating a name for your own self. That's a very good beginning to all of you, and all the best to all of you.
Yeah, so
All the best to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And
so I'll just give a couple of good words of motivation to the students before I close. See, even during the pandemic from last August 2020 till date, we've been able to generate over 1,000 vacancies for the online placements. We've got a lot of students placed online, and some of the students were placed through the PPO because we continue to sensitize on the pre-placement offers. My team, the Industry and Alumni Affairs team of NIFT, which has RICs and link RICs across the campuses, and my unit in charges for Industry and Alumni Affairs, Dr. Amit and Mr. Ranjini. This entire team of 30 people we have never left any stone unturned. We have been working with all intent, commitment to give you equitable opportunities. We hope our liaison with the industry would get more vacancies for you and help you go the professional journey. We will continue to facilitate our NIFT graduates as we did during the good times, and it is our perseverance and also our bonding will definitely take us through. So let's stay positive. Let's look forward. Get prepared. Gear up for July 5th. All right. So thank you very much. Best wishes. Stay safe. Wear a double mask. Sanitize your hands so that we'll all gear up for the placements on July 5th. And stay blessed. God bless everybody.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thanks to all three of you. Hope we have yet another opportunity to catch up sometime later.
sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.